Well, business organisations have given a cautious thumbs up to the plans. The Institute of Directors said many businesses, particularly manufacturers, would welcome the decision, but warned many questions remain unanswered. Meanwhile, the CBI has been stronger in its support for Labour's proposal, and its Director General Carolyn Fairbairn joins me now. Carolyn, welcome to you. What you wanted to hear today?
Well, good evening, Ian. Yes, I think this is a thumbs up for Labour's position taken today. It's about barrier-free trade in Europe, and that matters hugely for manufacturers. It's about making trade easy. Jobs depend on that, particularly Midlands and North. But the second point is Northern Ireland. We don't see a solution to Northern Ireland to prevent a hard border returning without a customs union. So, yes, a good step forward today.
The problem is, though, that a lot of what Jeremy Corbyn said was very heavily caveated. For example, he said he'd only welcome membership of a customs union if the UK could have influence over its policies. That's never going to happen. The EU will never wear that, will they?
Well, I think it's very interesting. We can learn a lot from other customs unions. So there is one with Turkey at the moment. Turkey is not a member of the EU, but is a member of the customs union. And we think it's right to be trying to do better than Turkey. We should be alongside the European Union in trade negotiations. So that is going to be part of what we need to seek. But the core point about barrier-free trade, I think, is the main one.
But is any of what Jeremy Corbyn said today remotely deliverable under those terms?
Well, what's really interesting is that a customs union is of benefit on both sides. So I talked to manufacturers in Germany who equally, the points made by Airbus would be reflected by BMW and German and French firms as well. So the mutual interest here is really strong. So I think, yes, I think we should be going for a deal that works for businesses and for our trade negotiations.
Of course, the Brexiteers would argue that being in a customs union precludes the ability to negotiate external trade deals elsewhere.
Well, we don't really see it like that, and businesses don't see it like that. We can do both. It's very interesting. In China, the opportunities to build our trade there right now are huge. Germany already exports 5 times more than the UK to Germany. I was there earlier in January, and we signed £9 billion of trade deals. They did not need a free trade agreement. So I think we should be trying to do both. A customs arrangement with the European Union and building global trade around the world.
Jeremy Corbyn has been a long-standing critic of the EU. He voted against membership back in 1975. Do you think this is a genuine conversion?
Well, I think the important point here is that this is a jobs-first proposal. It's something which businesses have been calling for. It creates easy trade in Europe. And I think that Labour are talking about jobs first, and that is a very good thing. I mean, there are parts of their manifesto and their plans which have a sting in their tail, which I think business are very concerned about. But on this point, I think this is about putting jobs first.
But do you think they could have gone further and argued to remain in the single market? Because, of course, the customs union only really benefits manufacturers. It's single market membership that would apply right across the piece for the services sector as well.
I think that's absolutely right. And it's not about membership of single market as much as about protecting the benefits of single market. And that has to sit alongside customs union. So the two need to be seen in parallel. And we, I think, as the CBI, are arguing for that as well.
So has this got to the point, Carolyn, where the CBI trusts Labour more than it does the government on Brexit right now?
I think the really important thing, this isn't about party politics. Businesses in the West Midlands who are exporting to Europe, it's not about party politics for them. It's about, can they maintain their operations here, easy and free trade? So I think this is about what's right and easy and practical for the post-Brexit world.
All right, Carolyn Fairbairn from the CBI. Good to see you as ever. Thanks for joining me.